Hello everyone, welcome to our Saraswati Academy. Today I have brought some activity based questions for you. So in the previous science video, we have seen the activity based questions of Science 1 chapter 2, that is regarding the modern periodic table. Now today I have brought some activity based questions of chapter 1st of Science 2, that is the inheritance and the evolution. Okay, now we'll see some of the activity based questions which can be asked for 3 marks. Okay, so we'll go through those questions. See, observe the diagram and answer the following questions. ओके, हे जे क्वेश्चन्स आहेत ॲक्टिव्हिटी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन्स हे तुम्हाला 3 मार्क्सला येणार आहेत. ओके, तर त्यासाठी तुम्हाला प्रत्येक लेसनमध्ये जे काही डायग्राम्स दिलेले असतात ते डायग्राम यू हॅव टू ऑब्झर्व इट प्रॉपरली आणि त्या डायग्रामबद्दलची जी काही इन्फॉर्मेशन दिलेली असते ती तुम्ही वाचायची आहे, ती तुम्ही रीड करायची आहे in your textbook, and you have to understand that diagram, understand the information, so that it will be easy for you to solve such kind of activity based questions. Okay, so now we'll go through those questions. See, now in the first lesson, that is in the figure 1.1 which is shown in your textbook, that is the diagram of transcription is there. 1.1, the diagram of transcription which is shown. Okay, ह्या डायग्राम वरती कुठल्या टाइपचे किंवा कशा टाइपचे क्वेश्चन्स येऊ शकतात ते आपण आता बघणार आहोत. ओके, सो ऑन दिस, डिपेंडिंग ऑन दिस डायग्राम I have written 3 questions, so we'll go through those questions. See, now the first question is, what is the sequence of nucleotides present on one strand of DNA? So you can see in the diagram also there is a DNA and the RNA, or regarding the transcription they have shown. So they have asked you the sequence of the nucleotides. All of you know about the nucleotides, that is the adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. Okay, so this sequence we have to tell that on one strand of DNA what is the sequence. Okay, so we'll write the answer for this question depending upon this diagram. The sequence is, that is ATGC double A double T. Okay, so this is the sequence of the nucleotides on the one strand of DNA. Okay, now we'll see the second question, that is according to above sequence on DNA. Above sequence means in the diagram which is given. Okay, in the diagram whatever the sequence is given, if you see properly, they have shown the nucleotides labeling as a G, A, T, C, U. Okay, such type of labeling you are able to see. Okay, you have to study that those nucleotides and you have to answer the questions. So according to the given sequence in the diagram, what will be the transcript sequence of mRNA molecule? Okay, transcript sequence you have to tell on RNA. So that is the URCGAA. Okay, so as you know that regarding the nucleotides of the DNA and RNA, on DNA there is a adenine, thymine, guanine and the cytosine is there, but in RNA thymine is replaced by the uracil. Okay, so you can see here the sequence is URCGAA. Okay, now the last question is, which enzyme is taking part in the process of transcription? So if you will study this diagram properly, then whatever the information is given regarding the transcription, if you will go through that information, you will understand that the enzyme, that is the which enzyme, that is the polymerase enzyme polymerase takes part in the process of transcription. So this hardly the answer is of one word, but it will give you 3 marks. Very important it is. Okay, now we'll go towards the next activity. That is, for this activity you have to refer the diagram, that is the figure 1.3 which is given in your textbook, that is the diagram of mutation. Okay, so you can see the diagram of mutation is given. You have to study that diagram. In the exam also the diagram will be given in your question paper. You have to study that diagram and you have to answer the questions. Now what you have to do here, the first question is, above diagram indicates which change. It means what? You should be able to identify the diagram. What is the name of the diagram, or the diagram is related to what? Each and every diagram whatever is given in your textbook, you should know about each diagram the labeling of that diagram, the proper name of that diagram you should know. डायग्रामचं नाव जे आहे ते तुम्हाला कन्फर्म माहिती पाहिजे, सो दॅट यू विल बी एबल टू राईट द आन्सर्स टू दिस क्वेश्चन्स. सो दिस फिगर 1.3 is regarding the mutation. Which change is shown in the diagram or which change is shown, that is the mutation. Okay. Now if you are able to identify the diagram, then only you will be able to write the answer to the second question, that is define it. So you have to define the mutation now. So mutation is what? Mutation is nothing but the sudden change in genetic disorders. Okay, mutation is what? Mutation is nothing but the sudden change in the genetic disorders that will cause the mutation. Okay, so if you are able to write the answer to the first question, then only you will be able to write the answer to the second question. Now the question number 3, which genetic disorders are formed from it? So what genetic changes takes place, and due to these genetic changes, which disease or the person suffer from what kind of disease, that you have to tell here. So if you read the information, as I told you, the diagram and the information, each and every time you have to go through it, because in the exam for this activity no paragraph will be given, only the diagram. Okay, so which genetic or disorder is seen in this case? That is the sickle cell anemia. What is seen? Which disorder is seen due to the mutation? That is the sickle cell anemia. Okay, so this will give you 3 marks. Now we'll see question number 3. Okay, activity based third question. For this question you have to refer which diagram? That is the diagram 1.5, which is shown, that is the structure of bones. You can see here the structure of bones. This diagram is given in your textbook. So for this activity you have to refer this diagram. This diagram will be given in your question paper. Question paper मध्ये diagram हा दिलेला असणार आहे, and depending on this diagram the questions will be there. So this means here you can see that there are 2 questions. तुम्हाला 2 questions दिसतात, पण एक क्वेश्चन आहे थोडा डिस्क्रिप्टिव्ह आहे, आणि म्हणून हे 2 क्वेश्चन्स जरी असले तरी पण ते इट विल बी आस्क्ड फॉर 3 मार्क्स. ओके, सो नाउ फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन विल सी, that is which evidence of evolution is seen in the given diagram. So as all of you know, that is the structure of bones it is. So which evidence it is? That is the which evidence is seen in this diagram? That is the anatomical evidences which are related to the structure of bones. Okay, so for this first question what answer will be there? That is which evidence of evolution is seen? So it is a anatomical evidence. Anatomical evidence. Okay, now we'll move towards the second question, which is I told you that it is a little bit descriptive one. Explain its importance in evolution. As you can see here that the information regarding the structure of bones, whatever the diagram is shown here regarding the human hand, then the flipper of the wing, cat's foreleg, pentagium of the bat. So these 4 diagrams are shown here, and in this diagram what we see, what is the importance? That is, first thing we see that actually in the diagram there is no similarity in the structure of bones here. So what information is given next? That is the no similarity is seen between the hand and the cat's foreleg, flipper of the whale and the pentagium of the bat. Similarly, use of each of those structure is different for the respective animals. As all of you know regarding the vestigial organs also, each organ it functions in a different way. Okay, as all of you know about this. So even though there is a structure of bones it is shown regarding these 4 animals, but in the respective animals its function is little bit different one. Okay, and next thing, from this structure we come to the conclusion one thing, that the ancestors were common. So those animals may have the common ancestors. Okay, so whatever the information is given here, the whole information you have to write in this importance of evolution. And so as I told you, this question will come for 2 marks, so you have to write the whole information regarding the anatomical evidences. Okay, now we'll move towards the question number 4. So question number 4, you will see that the diagram which you have to refer, that is the figure 1.6. See, you can see here figure 1.6, Okay, actually I have not written here, but the first two diagrams which are there, those diagrams will be given to you regarding the ear muscles, means the ear pinna and the wisdom teeth. These two diagrams will be given in the exam, and this activity is depending on those two diagrams only. Okay, because in 1.6 there are 4 diagrams are shown, 4 different vestigial organs are shown. So from this, for this activity, the two will be asked, that is the ear pinna and the wisdom teeth. Okay, so first question is, that is you have to identify the vestigial organ. So which is the vestigial organ given in the diagram? That is the ear pinna, and second is the wisdom teeth. Okay, next question is, that is how these vestigial organs are useful to the other animals. As all of you know that some organs in our body are such that some organs are useful to the human beings, but they are useless for the other organisms. Some organs are useless for the human beings, but some are useful, those same organs are useful to the other animals. So such kind of organs are called as vestigial organs. So here regarding the ear pinna will speak, that is the ear pinna is useful in monkeys. It is useful in monkeys. For what purpose? For movement. For the movement of ear. Okay, it is used, that is the ear pinna. Okay, so in this way, as here the two diagrams are there, so two vestigial organs are there, so it may carry 2 marks, and this will be for 1 mark. In this way you can complete this activity, which will carry 3 marks. Now let's see question number 5. Okay, now for this question also I have written the 3 questions are given. Now the diagram for this question, again the same diagram is there, that is the 1.6. okay, but for this 1.6 I'll just write 1.6. okay, in 1.6 the vestigial organs, now only we have completed the activity depending on the ear pinna and the wisdom teeth. Okay, now this question number 5 is depending on this diagram, which this appendix which is shown. Okay, so on this diagram the given question is there, the given activity is there. Okay, so you keep in mind 1.6, that is the diagram of appendix. हा तुम्हाला follow करायचा. Okay, so now the first question is there, which part in the human body is shown in the diagram? Which part of the human body is shown in the diagram? So by observing the diagram you can identify the diagram very easily, and you can write the answer. So what is the name of this diagram? That is the, or which organ is shown in the diagram? That is the appendix. Okay, so this is the part, or this is the organ in the human body which is shown in the diagram. Now second question is, that is label the diagram. As you can see here, the labeling is given to this diagram, like the small intestine, large intestine. Okay, in this way you have to draw the diagram in your question paper and you have to label it. Okay, so I have not written the answer for that question because you have to draw the diagram. The third question is, given organ is functional in which organisms? As all of you know that appendix is present in the human body, which is a vestigial organ, or which is a useless organ, we will say. Okay, which is not so useful to the human beings. But other than the human, as this organ is useless for the human beings, but in which organisms this organ is useful? You have to write this organ is useful in which organisms. So those organisms are called as a ruminants. Which organisms? That is the ruminants. In this ruminant organisms, the appendix is very useful. Okay. Now we will go towards the next activity. Again, as I told you, that is in the structure of, in the vestigial organs, there are the 4 diagrams. These 2 we have completed. Now only we have finished regarding the diagram of the appendix. On this, whatever the question will be asked, we have seen. The next diagram is regarding this last diagram, and this diagram, or this vestigial organ which is shown in the diagram is, that is the tailbone. Okay, so first question is the same, what is the name of this organ which is given in the diagram? So name of the organ is, that is the tailbone. Which diagram it is? Figure 1.6. 6. Same figure you have to follow. Okay. Now what is the name of such type of organs are called? Now tailbone or the appendix, which are the types of these organs? What is the name? That is, those organs are called as vestigial organs. Vestigial organs. Next you have to say whether this organ is useful to the human beings or not. So all of you know about this. Tailbone is the vestigial organ for the human beings. It is not at all useful. Okay. So we will say it is no. Okay, it is not useful to the human beings. Now we'll see the next question. Now we'll see question number 7. For this question number 7, for this activity, you have to refer figure 1.9 which is given in your textbook. That is the some animals with special characteristics. Okay. So these 3 diagrams are given to you, and these 3 diagrams will be given in your question paper, and depending upon these 3 diagrams, some questions will be there. Okay. So this can be asked for either 2 marks or 3 marks, depends upon the examiner. Okay. So depending upon this diagram, we'll see some questions. First question is, that is, identify the diagram which is given in the picture or which is given below. Identify the animals. Identify the animals which are given in the picture. Okay, so you can see the 3 pictures will be given to you, and you have to write the names of those pictures or name of those diagrams. So you can see that in this diagram we are able to see these 3 animals, that is the duckbill platypus, lungfish and the peripatus. Okay, so these 3 diagrams are given, or it is shown, these 3 animals are shown in the picture. So you have to write the names of these 3 animals. Okay. Second question is, suggest the evidence to their evolution. Okay, so you have to say, or you have to write the name of the evidence. Which type of evidence is seen in these 3 animals? That is the name of the evidence is, that is the connecting link. Connecting link. This type of evidence is seen in these 3 animals. Okay, so these 2 questions can be asked depending upon this diagram. Next diagram is, that is 1.10, that is the embryonic development. Different stages of the embryo are shown in this diagram, that is figure 1.10. Okay, depending upon this, one common question will be asked, no activity, but they will give the diagram. So you should be able to, first of all, you should be able to identify the diagram. Diagram कोणाबद्दल आहे, कशाबद्दल आहे, कसला आहे, हे तुम्हाला आयडेंटिफाय करता आलं तरच तुम्हाला हा क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करता येईल. So you have to observe the figure and write a note on it. Okay, so what is the diagram? Diagram is regarding the embryos. So you can write regarding the embryological evidence. So you have to write a note on the embryological evidence. Okay, so you can see that in this embryo stages of the embryo, we can see that in the initial stages the embryos look alike or they look same. Okay, but as the development is seen in the different stages, we see that they differ from each other. So you have to explain this embryological evidence in this short note. Okay, next diagram is there, explain Lamarckism. Okay, given in the diagram. Now Lamarckism is seen in the different animals, like the giraffe is there. Then regarding the emu bird, they have given in the textbook, or the information is given regarding about the Lamarckism by giving certain examples. Okay, so they will give you the figure 1.11, that is the figure of giraffe, and you have to explain how the Lamarckism is seen. In case of giraffe, how the long neck of giraffe have been developed, as in the beginning it was a short one, but as it feeds on the leaves, so to eat that leaves, the giraffe, they used to extend their neck, and due to which they acquired this character, that is the character of the long neck. So this Lamarckism is seen in giraffe. So you have to explain it, and you have to observe this diagram and explain the process of Lamarckism. Now we'll see next question, question number 10. that is state how the journey of human has been evolved by observing the diagram. So this diagram, that is the 1.12 diagram, journey of the human. So this diagram will be given to you. You have to observe this diagram and you have to explain regarding the journey of the human. Journey of human means what? Regarding the human evolution. How human being evolved, what were the different stages which are shown in the diagram. So you have to write those or explain those, and you have to write the answer regarding the journey of the human beings. Okay. Now depending upon this diagram, one more chart can be asked to you, that is the complete the chart, and in the center human evolution will be given. To complete this activity, no diagram will be given to you. Okay, but just I am telling you that you have to learn the names which are given regarding the different stages of the human beings. So at least they have given the 9 stages, so you have to learn at least 6. Okay, and you have to fill up this चार्ट. सो 9 ज्या स्टेजेस दिलेले आहेत त्यातून ज्या तुम्हाला सोप्या वाटतील त्यातून 6 स्टेजेस यू हॅव टू लर्न प्रॉपरली सो दॅट यू कॅन कंप्लीट द चार्ट. इट कॅन बी आस्क्ड फॉर 2 मार्क्स और फॉर 3 मार्क्स. जर 4 बॉक्स एम्प्टी दिले तर तुम्हाला ते 2 मार्काला विचारतील आणि जर 6 बॉक्स एम्प्टी दिले देन दे विल आस्क फॉर 3 मार्क्स. ओके, सो यू हॅव टू लर्न ऑल दीज स्टेजेस विच आर गिवन इन द diagram. Now we will go towards the last question. For this question actually the diagram is not given. They have directly asked you, that is explain in brief regarding the Lamarck's principle of use or disuse of organs. As all of you know that this concept of or this principle of use or disuse of organs, this principle was put forth by the scientist, that is the Lamarck, and he has put forth the principle, and you have to explain this principle in detail, and you have to learn. Again, next question is there, that is the give 2 examples. You have to give 2 more examples, or you have to give some examples, 2 examples which will explain regarding the Lamarckism or regarding the acquired characters. Okay, so those examples, as all of you know, in the textbook regarding the Lamarckism they have given some few examples like the ostrich, then the emu bird, then the giraffe. So you can write the names or you can write the 2 examples for this, and here you have to explain the principle of this Lamarckism or principle of use or disuse of the organs. Last question is there, that is the acquired characters. So as all of you know, acquired characters are those characters which are developed in the lifetime, and those characters are carried or they are inherited from one generation to another. Such kind of characters are called as acquired characters. So in this way this will also give you 4 marks, or it can be asked for 3 marks also. So in this way we have completed near about 12 activity based questions of this first chapter of Science 2. So from this I think so you might have got the idea how you have to study your science chapters which are given, and how you have to study the diagram and what kind of questions can be asked. Okay, in the next video I will upload the activity based questions of the next chapter. Thank you for watching.